Hello, my name is Benjamin Zinn, and I was assessed to analyze two industries. I chose the software industry and the biotech industry. Here we have the two charts of the two industries and the companies I picked. For the software industry, I picked Adobe, Intuit, Informatica, SAP, and EA. And for the biotech company, I picked Celgene, Biogen, Amgen, Merck, and Regeneron. Why did I pick software and biotech? Well, I believe that software and biotech are intertwined with each other. Whenever the software industry is doing well, I believe the biotech industry will be doing well too, because whenever software company comes out with new software, the biotech companies invest large monies into that new software to enhance the research and development of new medication. First, I'm going to analyze the software industry and tell you why I picked Intuit as the best choice in the software industry, and then I'm going to tell you, then I'm going to analyze the biotech industry and going to tell you why I picked Biogen as the best choice. Alright, Informatica. For Informatica Corp, we can see the ROE has been declining almost by half in over 5 years. It went from 15.3 to 7.38. This might be the cause of cutting that debt. That financial leverage went from 2.2 to 1.3, which is more than half, and can be the cause of the ROE dropping that much. However, ROE, operating margin and profit margin has also been dropping, so that can also be a cause. And the downward trend suggests that this is not a good option for investment. Next, we have Adobe. The situation for Adobe is kind of the same. It's been the ROE has been decreasing over the last 5 years, and between 2012 and 2013, decreased from 13.37 to 4.3, which is a 67.6% change. The profit margin has also been decreasing, which probably made the ROE decrease. It went from 13.1 to 7, which is almost half, and that is due because of the operating margin. Operating margin has been decreasing from 2009 to 2013 to 10.4. Next, we have SAP. If we look at the financial ratios of SAP, we can see that it's they're keeping them pretty stable. The ROE over the last years decreased a little bit, but it went from 22.3 in 2009 to 22.05, and they've also been keeping their financial leverage the same. In 2009 it's 1.74, and kind of went up a little bit, but went back down to 1.77 in 2013. The current ratio has been the lowest of all the 5 companies I analyzed. That suggests that they've been investing their cash, they've been using their cash more efficiently. However, in 2012 it dipped a little bit below 1, which probably meant that they had a shortage and couldn't, or had to take on more debt to cover their current expenses. Next, we have EA. EA had the worst 5-year average in the ROE of all the software companies, but if we look through years, from 2009 it increased from -29 to 4.14 in 2013. 2013. that is largely due because of the operating margin. Operating margin went from -19 in 2009 to 3.18, which also made the profit margin increase throughout those years, but they also increased the leverage, which makes EA kind of a more riskier investment option. Last but not least, we have Intuit. Intuit had the strongest financial ratios of all 5 companies in the software industry. Their ROE went up from 19.309 to 27.34 in 2013, and that's largely due to the operating margin, which increased from 2009, which increased from 21.96 in 2009 to 29.56 in 2013. However, it took a slight dip in the ROE and profit operating margin in 2012 and 2013, and that's due because of financial leverage. Financial leverage decreased in that year from 1.82 to 1.6207. Yeah, the increase in ROE and profit margin, and also operating margin, also asset turnover, make Intuit the best choice for the software industry. So let's take a look at the biotech industry. First, we have Merck. Merck has a clear downward trend. The ROE declined from 33.15 to 8.56 within the 5 years, and also has a pretty high equity multiplier. It's been at 2 or a little bit under 2 over the last 5 years. Their operating margin, however, has increased, but profit margin decreased. And that made ROA decrease, which led to return on equity decreasing too. Next, we have Regeneron. Regeneron ROE went up in the last 5 years. Went from -16.57 to 26.54. And they have also been decreasing that financial leverage from in 2009 it was 1.79, and in 2013 it was 1.57. However, they took a slight, a huge dip in ROE in 2012 and 2013, and went from 86.68 to 26, and that's because they had a huge cut in tax burden. It went down from 181 to 59. Next, we have Amgen. Amgen had the second highest ROE in the biotech industry, and went up from 21.14 to 24.69. Their operating margin, profit margin has been decreasing in those years, and increase in ROE can be explained through financial leverage. It has been increasing substantially. It went up from 1.74 in 2009 to 2.926 in 2013. Next, we have Celgene. Celgene had the highest ROE. It went from 19.69 to 25.69 in a 5-year period. That's also due to the financial leverage. It went up from 1.2 to 2.22 in a 5-year period. However, revenue has been increasing a lot, so, but operating margin and profit margin has been decreasing, and that can be explained by the interest expense. The interest expense has been increasing a lot, which we can see in the interest expense coverage ratio, which went down from 497 to 19.18 within 5 years. This brings us to Biogen. Biogen has the strongest financial ratios of all the five biotech companies. The ROE went up from 16.13 in 2009 to 23.9 in 2013. Biogen has not accumulated more debt like the other companies. It's been steadily at around 1.4. The operating margin is pretty much the cause why ROE went up so much. It went from 29.59 to 36, which increased the profit margin. It went up from 22.16 to 26.86 within 5 years. And total asset turnover has also been increasing from 0.514 to 0.63 in the 5 years. And these strong ratios make Biogen the best biotech company. And also, if I had to choose between Biogen and Intuit, which was the best software company in their industry, I would choose Biogen because Biogen has a faster growth in operating margin and profit margin, and also hasn't been accumulating any debt, which makes it less risky than Intuit. So Biogen is your best bet, and that was my financial analysis.